Welcome to this short demo showing the Aprimo and Sitecore connector. First, we're going to go into Sitecore's Experience Editor to show our example web page we're going to be using for this demo, and we can see the placeholders where the assets are going to be imported to. Next, we're going to go into the Content Editor where we can adjust field settings, and we're going to go into our demo site, and we can see the site and we can see all of the fields we were just looking at in the Experience Editor. So next to the fields, we can see there's a browse. So we can browse either the media library or browse Aprimo DAM directly. When we click to browse Aprimo DAM, we can browse around the classifications just like we would do if we were in Aprimo DAM. We can click on the classifications, we can see the resulting files in there. In this case, I'm just going to be seeing image files because that's the type of field that we've selected. I can select multiple classifications and see all of the images within there. Or I can search directly for a specific asset based on any of the metadata that we have for that asset within Aprimo DAM. And this is the file we're going to select. When we select it, we see metadata showing on the right-hand side. We can limit the file type, so if we don't want to see bitmaps or we want to automatically convert a bitmap upon import, then we can do that. When we import it, we're importing it into the Sitecore media library. We can save the changes we made to that web page. Then we can jump back into the Experience Editor, have a look at the updated page in the WYSIWYG view, and we can see the image has been populated on there. So we're going to go back into the Content Editor and add assets to those other couple of fields that we have. So the first one of those is a video field. So when we browse, we're going to be taken in to browse just the Aprimo DAM videos. When we do this, we're not prompted to log in because the accounts are seamlessly linked. When we go through, we're going to search for a specific video, which is around our desktop connector. We're going to select that video and again import it, which is going to pull that file directly into the Sitecore media library. And the other one is going to be an Aprimo file. So this is going to be a file we can click onto the website to download. And this is going to be a Sitecore information sheet. So we're going to again import that one directly into Sitecore. Next, we can publish the whole site and see how it looks. Any changes to the source assets that we have in Aprimo DAM, for example, a new version or changes to metadata, will automatically get pushed over to Sitecore. They won't automatically be shown on the website though. They need to be published for that to do so. So we can see here the updated website with our image and our video, which is auto playing there, and a link to access that file. So when we click on there, we can download that file and we can see the file straight in our browser there. Next we want to have a look at is, well, what changes are made to the resulting assets in Aprimo DAM? So if we open up that image, for example, the iPod image, and have a look at it, we can see additional classifications have automatically been added to indicate it's been used in Sitecore. And we get a link to all the different locations it's being used. So I can click straight onto that and get taken straight into Sitecore and see the result. Next, we can have a look at where those files are being stored in the media library. Now we get an automated folder structure based on the date and time. And when I click on the file there, we can see the information, the metadata that's been mapped across. If we browse this file twice and used it in two different places, it will use the original source file. We won't bring the file across again. And finally, we can have a look at a few of the configuration settings of the connector. So if we expand this out, for example, we can see the fields that have been mapped from Aprimo DAM over to Sitecore. And we can create additional ones as we need to, and we can change that straight here in the configuration. We can jump into general settings and choose things like which classifications are being used for accessing assets and for expiry.